Busy a couple of days with the wind, the cold air, and today even a few showers and snow up in the Sierra. But here's a look back at the peak wind gusts from yesterday. There was a lot of wind on Friday. In fact, up 1 mile northwest of Mammoth Mountain clocked a wind gust of 100 miles per hour. State Line in Douglas 89, Virginia Peak 82, Washoe Valley 67, Northwest Reno 62, and in Reno itself 49. So it was very windy yesterday, and still at least a little bit of some wind out there today, making it feel even cooler. And with some unsettled air in place, that area of low pressure right over top, we still are seeing a few showers, granted not as many of them as we did earlier today, but they were producing some lightning, and especially around Lake Tahoe and then along I-80. We can see how they kind of fizzled out and moved further south. Also still a couple lightning strikes still into Humboldt County and then also into northern Washoe County, but into Reno itself it is dry, but we still have some clouds to work with. Here's the closer look again. If you go through time around Lake Tahoe, and the Sierra did pick up quite a bit of lightning there, and again even the High Sierra saw a little bit of some snowfall too. But it was cold today, only made it up to 63 degrees, and with the wind it made it feel even cooler. Out of the Reno airport did not receive anything measurable, but we certainly have more moisture to work with, but still not a ton of humidity right now. It's only at 21%, but at least we had some moisture out there, and you can tell just because we have some clouds, and also some of us even saw a little bit of some rain. Winds are coming out of the north behind the front, gusting into the mid-20s. That makes that 63 feel even cooler. 52 though in Eureka, 43 in South Tahoe, where it feels like winter. We're at least 10 degrees cooler at this hour than we were yesterday, even 36 degrees cooler in Eureka. Here's the culprit. We have this huge dip in the jet stream, so we're not the only ones experiencing the cold air. It's really up and down the west coast, with the center of the low moving further south. We're also seeing a little bit more moisture move in too. Again, relative humidity isn't very high, but it is enough to where we saw a few showers and thunderstorms, and we do have some added cloud cover as well, and that's also keeping temperatures cooler. Overnight tonight though, we're going to call it dry. What's really helping to spark off the showers today is the heat of the day, even though I know it's cold, but the sun itself can get them going. And then tomorrow afternoon with the heat of the day, once again can't rule out a stray shower or thunderstorm, mainly up in the Sierra. On Monday, there's a better chance for a couple showers or thunderstorms here, mainly up in the Sierra. It's less than a 20% chance in the valley, but can't rule out a stray one to pop up. Better chance in the Sierra as well as into the basin and range on Monday. It's going to be a trophy here over the next couple of days. It's going to take a while for that huge low to finally move completely out of here. Wind gusts tomorrow though slightly lighter than today. There still will be some wind gusts in the teens to about 20 miles per hour. They taper off at 9, and then during the day on Monday a little bit of some wind as well. Nothing like it was on Friday, but each afternoon at least will be a little bit breezy out there. Tomorrow though, not terrible. 66 degrees in Ely, 64 in Austin, 75 in Hawthorne, and into the 70s tomorrow into Fallon and Lovelock. Cold again tonight, so once again if you have any sensitive plants, probably best to cover them up or bring them indoors, especially if you live up in the foothills or outlying areas. 34 tonight instead, as well as into Minden and Gardnerville. 37 tonight in Carson City, with highs tomorrow into the 70s. So tomorrow will be warmer than today. We'll see more sunshine than this afternoon and not quite as much wind, so it's going to feel better tomorrow. And as far as up at Lake Tahoe, high of 64, so improving for the second half of the weekend. 74 in Reno tomorrow with a few clouds, less wind than today. 80 degrees here by Monday, 86 on Tuesday, and back into the 90s Wednesday and Thursday. Most of us will stay dry tomorrow, but can't rule out an isolated shower or thunderstorm up in the Sierra.
Gosh, this weather really just loves to keep us on our toes.
Right?
It is all over the place.
I know, hard to believe just the other day we were in the 90s, but yeah, definitely cold out there today.
Yeah, I know. And plus the rain, the wind, it is just, it's crazy right now. And then now we're about to experience the 90s by the end of the week. That's insane.
Right. It's not typical for us to have that big of a dip in the jet stream, that big of a low this time of year.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Angela. Coming up on 2 News Nevada, we'll be right back.